Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Revival webinar series. And in this session, we talk mostly about the important part, or let's say important thing that every revenue manager must do, like year on year, or for a particular year, or maybe for like particular month, right? Which is budget simulator. Right, so here I'm explaining you that how I as a revenue manager take one screen and add everything, like every budget data into it according to my seasonality. What market segment should I want to target, like put a target on, like budget value, which is exactly means the target value for your hotel property, right? So today we'll see this. So in RevEvolve, powered by Hotel Switchboard, we have Budget Simulator, right? A tool which builds especially to solve one or most like a painful, a recurring, we can say, problem of a revenue manager that faces every single year, right? So building your next budget, or building, let's say, for next month budget, right? So what you're gonna do and everything. So we'll see. Think about what hoteliers actually needs when budget season comes around, and they need to focus on the room sold, like the market segments, the split performance of the market segments, the group bookings, the transient bookings, then what is my past seasonalities look like, and based on my historical data, what I will put as my budget, and what cost of distribution I will do, right? So there are so many points, like comparing with last year or last 2 3 years. Based on that, I want to do, or I just want to do based on how my market segments are performing last year. So on the same days, like if there is an event that is occurring every year, then what should be my strategy and what should be my budget for that day or month or year, right? So we as revenue managers see a lot of things. So today most revenue managers do these messy, let's say messy Excel sheet with a dozen of the tapes open and manual formulas, right? So a lot of guesswork's happening, and our budget simulator, it brings all like your messy Excel data into one constant visual representation, or let's say workspace. So let's see in how it's look, and then we'll move forward with it. So under tools, you can see a budget simulator. You'll click on it and it will look like this, right? So basically the budget simulator, here we can see we have the drop down for all the budget years. Then we have the view mode, like if you only want to focus for the rooms only, for the revenue, or maybe for the ADR part, then you can compare it. Let's say I mostly preferred ADR, like most hotels preferred ADR, but some hotels prefer like room plus revenue. So if we click on room plus revenue, then if you want to select any particular market segments, then you can select it from here. And like let's say I want brand discount, so that is, you can see here, you can see for the brand discount we have rooms plus revenue over here, which we can compare to what the budget forecast we have, right? So most people do, like they see the rooms plus revenue, mostly they would like rooms, right? So here we have also last year comparison, like if you want any year, specific year to compare, let's say 2025, and click on the apply, and you will see like your current budget values considering with the previous 2025 values, right? So here you can see your total LY, your dates, DOW, LY rooms, LY ADR, LY revenue, and everything, right? All the values over here, along with your total change based on the current year versus the last year, right? So that's how this budget simulator works. Then here you can see all the containers, right? So this containers is basically like, this is for the all average of all the year. Here we can see the occupancy, then we have the ADR, then we have RevPAR, everything, right? Along with that, here you can see this is the total months of the year, and we have the seasonality. Like if, for example, let's take August. For August, I want to increase my occupancy based on the seasonality that I saw. So based on the seasonality, let's say I want 1.1 to multiply it with my occupancy, and with ADR I want same numbers, right? If you want to change, you can edit from here, but if you don't want it, this is the default values that we get it from the seasonality part, right? If you don't know where seasonality is there, you can check here. In snapshot we have seasonality. So from here you can see all the seasonality according to your property's historical data, which numbers are higher and which months performing lower. So based on that, you can multiply the values in the budget simulator, right? So here in the tools, we have budget simulator. So based on that, we have all the months, and along with that we have all the seasonality values multiplied to the occupancy percentage and ADR. Then here we have the detailed breakdown of each of the specific dates along with the day of weeks and what are the room types, room souls, occupancy percentage, total revenue and everything. So this all are editable and you can edit accordingly. Then here we have the corporate discounts, corporate negotiated, government, every market segment that is specifically mapped to your hotel property, right? Then here you can see on the right side we have budget assumptions, where if you want like an aggressive scenario, or we can say aggressive jump, then it will multiply it with the more numbers, like a little bit more than the actual ones right now. Then if you want conservative scenarios, you can see, and if you want the base scenario, it will be your base values, your base numbers that is multiplied to the occupancy and area, right? And also you can see the total over here, whatever the values that are splitted down, we have all the total. So you directly see for that selected month. Right now this is for the August. If you want to see for the next month, then you can just click on the September and it will see all the September values, right? So this is the August. Then here we have rate strategy, where we have a bar rate. We have, this is we can say in simple terms, it is the threshold values, or we can say as a base value that you can add or you can change according to like what your seasonality is saying for, let's say, next month or next year, depending, totally depending on you and how much the bookings are coming till now, and based on the STLY same time last year, what is your hotel scenarios look like, right? So this is the comp rates, group rates, ADR growth, everything that is required to simulate your budget, or let's say simulate your next year budget or revenue, we can say that. Right, then we have occupancy and inventory. We have occupancy target 72. Then we have demand growth. We have self-com. We have out of order rooms and a lot more. Then we have ancillaries revenue, which is including your, let's say, office rooms maybe, or your spa treatments like F&B. We can say food and beverages according to that. Then we have all the other plans. Then we have cost of distribution, where we have like OTA commission that we as a revenue manager, we know that we have to give the commission to the third party, right? If we got the bookings from the OTAs. Then we have GDS, then we have the loyalty cost, then on tax rate and everything. And then we have segment mix strategy, in which we have, like, if you want for particular market segment, I want, let's say for brand discount, I want only 0.5 to be multiplied with whatever the values last year, let's say. So you can add accordingly, adjust accordingly. If you want it like, let's say, 0.9, you can consider it, right? And whenever you change any of the value, just click on the save button over here. And if you don't want to reset, if you don't want to change anything, you just need to click on the reset part, right? So that's how this budget similar works. And this is the reflect, and all the values that are present over here, this is the graph for that. We have everything like of your like month profit and loss summary over here, your all the values for the particular market segments. Then here we have YTD totals, year to date totals. Then here we have all the visualization for the daily revenue market segment and the daily rooms market segment, right? And this reflection is, if you don't know, this reflection is seen over snapshot, where you can find the annual summary, and here you can see you have budget. This is the annual budget, where you can see all the months totals. And if you want to see your day by day budget, then you just need to go to the budget simulator, right? And you know there is a season coming for to add the budgets, and if you want to use such type of tools which makes a revenue manager life much easier, do visit revival.ai and schedule your demo today. Likewise, like budget simulator, we have a lot of simulators like budget simulator, where you can see what's your rate that you're going to set will bring the revenue on the table. So it will simulate for you. For the same, we have user forecast simulator also. So we have such widgets, insightful widgets, that makes revenue manager life much easier, and they get their time more into making this strategy rather than correcting all the messy Excel workspace. So such widgets are present in Revivol. So please do visit revivol.ai and schedule your demo today to see your hotel live property through Revivol lens. Thank you, and see you in the next session.